Hi Gemini, the Awakened Dreamer here to give you your mid-month reading, Money Career Tarot reading for the month of January 2022. Thank you so much for joining me, and I do want to remind you as always, this is a general mid-month reading, so just take what resonates and don't stress over what doesn't, as the sun just becomes so apparent and strong. The sun is coming out, Gemini, alright? But I did receive an overall message for you for this Money and Career read. And the message for you is everybody needs your skills. Everybody needs your skills, all right? This is going to be a good reading, so let's aim on down and pull some cards. All right, let's begin by pulling a couple messages, or a message, whatever we get, from the Moonology deck. I just heard, I just need you, and you know what you're doing. Okay, going back to the overall message, you just are exuding this level of confidence or just know what you're doing, very talented. People are going to need you on a multitude of forms. Excellent advice. Okay, interesting. Let's pull some cards for Gemini for their money career read for mid-January. Could be very spacey, a little bit out of it. Maybe just not loving what you're doing as much, even though people just require your skill sets, your knowledge and wisdom. We have conclusions are within reach. Okay, I feel as if a lot of Geminis need a level of conclusions, maybe some closure from certain past financial investments or more so jobs, maybe a business that didn't pan out. You need to kind of understand why things have come so full circle or why things completed. In order to move forward in a fresh way, or in order not to bring certain baggage into your current work, right? To better understand why you were rerouted in one way, shape, or form, okay? It just feels like things are aligning, but you can look at this imagery, it feels like there's a lot hidden behind what took place or what just kind of ended in one way, shape, or form. Okay, understandable. You've been through it is now what I'm hearing. But you're being reminded as well to hold your vision because confidence is the key to your success. Okay? To have confidence in your way of being, what you know within, what you've been working towards getting off the ground or just building in one way, shape, or form. Your vision is powerful and it's meant to be. It's part of your destined path and it's going to be successful. It feels like it already is to a certain extent, but at times you doubt it. And it's this second half of January where you're reminded to be bold, to be brave, and to remain confident, or bring that confidence back if need be, in order to keep your eye on the prize, right? To hold that vision as people just need you for whatever services, whatever you're selling, or just whatever advice you're giving at this time, okay? I'll push it as well, step out of your comfort zone if need be. Okay, we're putting these three out. We're going to pull the main part of the reading. 6 tarot cards from the Light Seers deck. The first 3 cards are going to speak upon the 3rd week of the month, around there, and then the second half of the spread will speak upon the 4th week, keeping in mind that energy is fluid. For my lovely Geminis to continue for their mid-month money and career read for January. I just heard you'll enjoy yourself a little bit moving forward, a little bit more moving forward. Don't worry, because it feels like it's a little bit concerning that you're so out of it or just not enjoying yourself to the point where you might second guess that vision you have or what you've been working towards. Trust and believe it's meant to be. I was just told, sorry, as I pointed to it, to keep it in the reverse position. As I pulled the last 2 from the top of the deck. We're going to replace this one. There could be a potential for a tower moment moving forward, but not yet. As I oddly pull it, that makes sense, from the middle of the deck. I just heard this as other people. You're going to feel like there's a level of difficulty surrounding you, or just people are a bit anxious around you. And people needing to sort of throw their stresses, their emotions up into the air because it's affecting you in one way, shape, or form. but all the meanwhile, that could be how you're helping them, right? It could be part of your services, what they're requesting, in one way, shape, or form. Okay. I just heard as well, conversations are key. So we're beginning the 6 cards in the 3rd week of the month with Temperance, okay? Patience is key. Patience is a virtue. Stay balanced. Bring that balance back if need be. Allow yourself to meditate and remember, if not, we will remind you that you are being prepped to spread your wings and fly towards what you deserve. It is time for Gemini to shine and to be noticed for all they have to offer. You've been through a lot of ups and downs and struggles and endings, new beginnings after endings, new beginnings. And now you're being reminded that your vision is about to pan out. It's about to come to be. Step by step, day by day, absolutely. Request by request, but it just feels like you need to have patience with that vision, with an overall goal, or just multiple goals adding up, right? Being reminded that it's time for you to succeed, even if it just takes a little bit of patience to get to that level of success. Feels like you put a lot of pressure on your own shoulders, and that'll be apparent at this point in the month. But also be very apparent that you are glowing, okay? A very sort of angelic presence. And conversations will be key once again as you rant very quickly. Try to slow it down just a little bit so people can digest what you're saying in a more productive manner. Remembering as well, this came up in another reading, that everybody does digest what you say in a different way. Keep in mind the type of person you're communicating with. Okay? I just heard you're halfway there as I look at this half moon over here, or somewhat of. 9 of Pentacles in reverse to make your way to the middle of the 3rd week. Not in the mood, not really feeling it. It's a kind of 4 of Cups feeling, not really feeling like reaching my independence, or not in the mood to really work towards making a ton of money. I want money, of course. I want that stability. I do seek success. But for whatever reason, at this point in the month, you're going to feel unmotivated. Just beware. All right? It's a part of the month where you're going to teach yourself something about how you work, right? Even if you sort of knew this once upon a time, you might have forgotten. And I feel like you will need to sort of remotivate yourself, or just you'll be reminded in one way, shape, or form, maybe through other people from the universe, that you're doing what you're meant to, okay? It's like maybe you overwork yourself. It was very horribly put, as I said, like. You might say like too much, or somebody else does. But it's like, okay, if you just need a moment to breathe, to break, to step away, to take to put more self-care into your situation, into your life, then so be it. That'll help you bounce back and just come back and produce better quality work. It just feels like people are going to need your skill sets, your skill sets, if it's one, big one, or your services, what you're selling, something of the sort. It just feels like it's not going to stop the necessary needing of it all, right? As I struggle to spit that out, it's going to be part of why you're not feeling motivated. You're just struggling to communicate at this point in the month after you were just very effective. It's a feeling that you're overworked, just tired, or just needing to take a step back for one reason or another, or multiple reasons. And just a reminder that you have been working towards this income of requests of clientele, customers, success in a lot of ways. So just understand that it is a good thing. And, it's okay if you have to say no, or just push it towards other parts of the month. You don't want to accept a request, or somebody needing your skill sets or what you're selling at this time, and then feel like you regret saying the wrong thing, or just giving off the wrong energy, or just not producing your best quality work. So you make your way to wrap up the 3rd week of the month, and we have the Ace of Swords. Thinking a lot to wrap up this week. A little bit of overthinking, but at the same time trying to kind of logically figure out how to move forward. You may find that you're very connected to spirit, especially at this point in the month, a bit heightened, to the point where things are concluded for you, getting downloads, memories, and then just it's like spirit and the universe trying to wrap things up, tie a bow on certain issues from the past, or a certain confusion, so that you can just get that closure and move forward, right? And just feeling like you don't need to tell everybody what you're going through, what you're realizing, what you're concluding, or getting the help of that conclusion. Just think about it, get what you need to from it, and let's move on, because it feels like you have so much success moving forward that you need to simplify things for yourself as things do get more complex. Okay. And by that, they mean simplify your mind so that things outside you feeling more complex and a lot busier can just not affect you in a very stressful manner. Okay. So we're beginning the second half of the spread, which is the fourth week, and we have the Ace of Cups. You are feeling so abundant. Money is doing a lot better, okay? If you've been struggling or just consistent in that manner, if you feel like it hasn't been a struggle. Either way, you're feeling abundant in the attention, the praise. People seeing you as very damn talented. It just feels like you're sort of floating through being aligned with the Temperance card in a very angelic manner, just doing what you need to. It feels effortless. I just saw a 1001. Look up that angel number meaning. It just feels like people see you as doing what you do or providing what you provide in a very simplistic manner, and it comes easy to you because it's what you're meant to be doing. Okay. And that's why it's going to be so successful, and is to a certain extent up until this point, or has been. Okay. It also just reminds you to an extent to keep the hope alive and to again hold that vision. How that vision, even if it's not fully there and you're kind of halfway there to an extent, is leaving you quite abundant. All right. I just heard your work is shining, but as an energy makes me a little bit nervous, we have the Justice card to make our way to the middle of the fourth week. So we make our way to this point of the month, and there's a focus on justice. You feeling quite peaceful, needing to sort of rest a little bit, and balance things out, but finding maybe a little bit defensive. But you're being reminded your justice is coming into play. You're just kind of soaking in the abundance, allowing it to pour in, feeling like, things are just going to keep improving moving forward. As some of you asking yourself, well, if this business is doing this well now, how am I going to handle it moving forward? You may find that you need to hire people in order to expand or just to allow things to keep succeeding. Or you might find that you just will need to end up moving to a new company to more so give yourself that chance to grow, more opportunities to develop and proceed and grow in the way you're meant to. Feeling like where you're at now potentially isn't going to give you the chance to exceed your potential. Either way, it just feels like you're regaining that level of motivation to reach for what you desire, to make the best out of what's at hand, because it's very much part of your destined path. Okay? You're getting your level of justice from all the times where jobs didn't pan out, when things didn't work out, could be more towards your business not taking forever to succeed or get off the ground, or a business that fell flat and now you're running another one. However it works out for you, you're getting your level of justice throughout the month. That just feels so damn successful. As I was pushed with my elbow to look at the bottom of the deck, and we have justice again. Two different levels of justice at this point in the month that just leaves you so damn abundant, even if you feel like there needs to be a tower moment moving forward to keep this success rolling. Okay. Well, it was a struggle. We're making our way to the last part of the spread and month, and we have the Page of Cups. Because remember I was saying you might feel a bit out of it and spacey. Expect that to an extent at the beginning of the second half, but mainly at the end. You're just out of it. A little bit overworked once again, but just feeling like you're in your own head, maybe without meaning to, escaping to other worlds, thinking about what's happened up until this point, being like, wow, things are a bit of a whirlwind. I'm succeeding. I'm pushing past the difficulties. I'm impressing people. I mean, it's just like, why are you so shocked that you were meant to succeed, that you are doing what is right for you at the end of the day, and it's panning out, it's benefiting you? It just feels like someone now wants to come back and associate themselves with you because you're successful, whether it's a friend, an ex, or just a past job offer coming back in, and you saying, when pigs fly. Just because I'm successful now, just because I'm making my way towards what I'm meant for, doesn't mean you or this opportunity to come back into my life to create blockages or weigh me down. Okay. It just feels like you know what's right for you. You have a better sense of the type of energies and people that are going to push you towards success, and which ones are going to hold you back, and keep that in touch. Keep in touch with those conclusions, what you truly know within. All right, just don't allow yourself to overthink towards the end of the month when it just feels like you have a lot going on. A reminder will come through, spacey or not, you're glowing. And to keep that confidence alive, as you remember truly it's your key to success. Okay? It is truly a month where people are going to need you. They're going to be impressed, and you're going to remember that you're on your way to a lot of financial and career success. All right? So I hope this reading was truly helpful. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't done so already. If you wish to book a personal reading with myself, the options, pricing, and my email are down below. Just reach out. And I hope you have the most amazing rest of your month. And I'll see you next time. Bye, Gemini.